the tail end of this presentation, I wanted to talk about some of the things that you should be avoiding. This is the highway to the danger zone, and if you've seen Top Gun, you can probably have that song playing in your head right now. But these are some things that you should avoid doing. Firstly, we've got cloaking. Now, cloaking is where you display one thing to the search engine and another thing to the end user. So when the search engines visit your page, they might be served up a very highly optimized page that is going to do well because you've keyword loaded it and made it all really well optimized for the search engines. But when the user actually visits it, they're displayed something else. That's what cloaking is, and it's something that you should avoid. All of these things that I'm about to go through now, look, sometimes when I don't have much to do and I feel like reading up on what Google's doing, I download things like the Google guidelines and the Google different reports that they put out which outline what it is that they're looking for. I'm just taking all of this research and giving it straight to you. Google says these things are bad. Cloaking, selling links is another one. You don't want to have any inbound links on your website from websites that are selling links, like advertising that they're selling links, and you don't want to be selling links yourself. Google doesn't like the idea of users trying to game the search engines, trying to do things to get their website to come up when really it's a piece of crap website and it probably shouldn't be coming up anyway. And selling links is one of those things that probably a few years ago, people, when they realized that, okay, having inbound links is important, therefore I can sell that opportunity to other people and I can get a monthly fee for sending a link to them. And really it's a way of gaming the search engines. Google realized it's a bad thing, and so they said, look, anytime that we know that it's a paid link, we're going to discredit it. Now that's one of those things that you can get penalized for because it's something that you have to actively go about and do. So just go ahead and avoid those. You also want to avoid doing hidden text and hidden links. This was all the rage 6 years ago, more like 10 years ago. Very sort of late 90s, people were doing things like taking keywords and putting white text on a white background so that the user couldn't see it, but the engines obviously could read it, and it was a way to do more keyword stuffing. Google doesn't like it, don't do it. Same with hidden links along the same lines. You can use some different attributes to make it so that links are hidden to the user. You just change the color. You want to avoid doing that. Same with JavaScript redirects and any sort of sneaky redirects for that matter. Google doesn't like it. A JavaScript redirect is something where, let's say you're searching for Britney Spears photos and a search engine result comes up and you click that and you're expecting to see some Britney Spears photos, and then you're redirected to a page that's completely unrelated. It might be something to do with mortgages or credit cards or porn or whatever the case may be. Those redirects, Google doesn't like, don't do it. Then we've got 100% frames as well. By using frames, this is probably something that your website webmaster will know about, and you can tell them just to make sure that they avoid it and make sure that they don't do it. But you don't want to be using frames on your website. Frames are a way to pull data and website content from other websites. So you're pulling content into a frame, and it typically means that it's not viewable or not seen by the search engines. It's a way of hiding and masking content. It's something that you should avoid. All of these really come down to it. You know if you're being sneaky. Look, I've tried so much stuff online over the years, and I think I keep coming back to the idea that if you provide real benefit to the end user, you're going to do so much better in the long run. No point in going for these little tactics and these little techniques to try and game the search engines, because they've got some really smart folk over at Google, these engineers that are highly paid, that just sit there looking for ways to spot how it is that you're trying to game the search engines. So just don't do it. Provide stuff that adds value to people's lives and there's a real benefit to the end user.